Hello there. My name's Katie Even, and I am a staff developer at the Teachers College Reading and Writing Project. I'm also a parent to two children, and I've been a teacher for years and years, helping students with everything when it comes to writing, whether it's spelling, getting ideas, working on elaborating structure, craft, you name it. And I would love to talk to you about some tips I have around um, student writers who are struggling with stamina, focus, purpose, investment. And so I'd like to talk to you a little bit about that and even show you some ways that you can help support your child at home. So the big thing I wanted to say today is that I have found that students will be much more, they will have much greater stamina, focus, abilities to get started, ability to figure out what to do when they're stuck if they are invested and really motivated for what they're writing about. And the best way to get them, one of the best ways to help students to stay motivated and to stay invested in what they're writing is through getting real audience and real purpose. So having in their mind someone they're actually writing to, not just writing an assignment for the teacher to turn in, but writing to someone and thinking, who am I talking to in this piece? Who is reading this? And not only having an audience, but having a purpose. And one thing that you can do, even from home, from across the screen, especially right now when so many of us are far from other people that we normally see or talk to in our lives, one thing you can do as a parent or a caregiver is to help get audience for your child's writing. So as simple as finding a person in your life that your child could call or Zoom or FaceTime with to read their writing or show their writing or just talk about their writing. Now, that's easier said than done. So I thought I would give you a couple ways to make that happen. So what I'm showing right here on the screen are, and you might even take a screenshot or take your phone and take a picture of this. These are some things that, these are some questions or prompts that the person across the phone could ask your child. So I'm going to show you an example of this in a moment, but you could take a photo of what you see on the screen right now, send it to a grandparent or a family friend, and then get your child to call them and talk about their writing. And then the grandparent or family friend or whoever it is that's on the other line, they can ask some of these questions of your child and just give them a real audience. And by the way, this could be a one-time thing, or it could be a regular thing. Let me show you what I mean. Here's an example. Hey, Lila, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Your mom was telling me that you had some writing you wanted to share with me.
Yeah, I'm really proud of it.
What have you been writing lately? Tell me about it.
I actually wrote a letter to King George III, pretending I was a colonist in America before it became America.
Oh yeah? How did
Yeah.
you get the idea to write that?
Well, we were writing what we thought about what they did, like colonizing America, and I thought it would be fun to write a letter of my opinions to what he was doing.
Oh, that's so cool. I feel like that reminds me of something that I did when I was a kid, but not quite. That's so cool. Tell me, you want to read a little bit of it to me?
Sure. I wrote, Dear King George III, please don't execute me for writing this letter. The reason I'm writing this is because I think it is important for you to hear that what some colonists think. What you call the Cooperative Act, um, what you call the Cooperative Acts, we here in the colonies call them the intolerable acts, just like you. there is no reason to punish all of the Bostonians for this because not all of us did it. Also, how could you get mad at us? You told us to unload the tea, so we did, but into the harbor. Also, also, the people who did it cleaned up after themselves. Please repeal these acts. Christina Peter. P.S. I will not pay for the tea. I pretended my name was Christina Peter.
Oh, that's so cool. Were there any parts that were hard about that? Like, did you have any trouble with writing any of those parts?
Yeah, when I wrote unload, I wasn't sure how to do it, so I thought maybe I'd put two words together.
Oh, yeah.
So, I put which isn't really a word, and then I put loud because it kind of looked like unload. So
Yeah.
I thought maybe that would be right, but I'm still a little bit unsure.
Wow. What that's a good strategy that you used. Lila, what do you think you might do with what do you think you might do next with this piece?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna maybe do another revision, and I think I want to add why he should be a little nicer to the colonists, and like the way that he's treating them is really unfair, and add a little bit more to that part.
That sounds so great. Lila, thank you so much for sharing that with me today.
It was really fun.
And it was so fun to talk to you across the screen. I haven't seen you in a long time. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. It's really nice to see you.
Welcome back. So what you just saw was a child talking about their writing across the screen. Could be across the phone or across a computer or a tablet screen. And the audience just that other adult, that other audience asking some questions, showing real interest, and getting the child to feel like, wow, I really have an audience for this piece. I really have a purpose, not just writing for an assignment, but a real purpose and someone who cares and wants to hear it. It's also, by the way, a really great way to get our family members who are far away, our friends who are far away, a little bit more of that connection that we are all so desperately needing right now. So I hope this has been helpful. See you out there. Thanks, families and caregivers.